sponsored by Mama Dunk's Gullah Recipe Book. She's on a mission to preserve Gullah Geechee culture through food and language.
Local guide, artist, and now cookbook author Theresa Jenkins Hilliard joins us with Mama Dunk's Gullah Recipe Book. How are you today?
Theresa.
Wonderful.
It's good to see you. This is a really cool book, and you've brought in some of the recipes. How did you go about writing this book?
Well, it really started as putting a little scrapbook together for my children.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they always, when they left home, they would always ask, Mama, they pick up the phone and says, how do you fix this and how do you fix that?
Oh, yeah.
And so, you know, most of the recipes were oral. So I set out to sort of preserve them by putting them in writing.
That's a wonderful
so that
story.
it would be there for future generations. Oral is wonderful, but then when you've got it written, that goes forever and ever
and
A
ever.
little bit of this, a little bit of that can mean different in different people's.
Absolutely.
And Mama Dunk was your grandmother.
Was my grandmother. Her name was Susan Jenkins, and everyone called her Mama Dunk.
Where did that come from?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I
Does
don't
that
know.
mean anything in Gullah or?
Not
No.
that I'm aware
Yeah.
of. You know, everybody
Yeah.
in the Gullah community had a nickname.
Yeah.
So you may be called something that's totally different than what your name is.
But that's how you grew up.
But that's
you know,
how you
knew
grew
her
up.
that way.
So everybody she was either Miss Dunk or Mama Dunk. And I don't know where it came from, but
What
it
a
followed
tribute.
her.
Now she has a cookbook
Yes.
that you've just released. You brought some food with us today.
Yes.
Tell us what you make and what are the traditional flavors of Gullah? Like what makes a dish Gullah? Like any themes running through them?
Well, Gullah is all about that good old butts meat. You know, that grease.
Butts meat?
That, yes.
I love it.
Now
That's
it's
why it tastes so
bacon,
good.
Bacon today. But back then, you know, it was called, that's just simply butts meat.
Yeah.
And there was always this little grease pan on the stove that you kept that, and you added that to just about anything. And it would give anything flavor.
I'm sure.
Because it was something about it. So this dish is really a seafood rice dish. And rice was something that we ate every day. I mean, so you
It was a
would
great
add-
staple, wasn't it?
Yes,
Good
yes.
filler.
Rice and grits and flour, cornmeal, those were the kinds of things that my ancestors ate on a daily basis, and it was just a part of their diets.
Yeah.
So, and the ocean, you know, that was very, very prominent because they would go out and all of the seafood that they would bring it home and add it into, you know, the rice with the grits and whatever, along with going out, you know, in the woods and getting those.
And you have all
animals.
of these ingredients right here. The shrimp, the oysters, all this is in that dish?
It's in that dish.
Wow.
Yes, it's the crab, and of course the oyster, the scallops, the shrimp, and of course you've got to have your vegetables. So those are
Add a little
all
color, a little
yeah,
healthy.
add a little color to it, and it all turns out to be this delicious.
It looks amazing.
Yes.
For viewers at home, they can go to GullahRecipeBook.com
Yes.
for more information to purchase your own copy of the book. But you have an event coming up that's free, correct? For people to
Yes.
come and meet you and talk to you? And
Yes, I do have an event coming up. Matter of fact, it's tomorrow
Okay.
at Middleton Place.
Oh,
And it's
okay.
6:30 in the evening. Come out, it's a free event, and I will be talking about my book, highlighting my book, Mama Dunk's Gullah Recipes.
Signing
We'll
and
be
selling the
talking-
books as well, right?
Selling the
Very
book and
good.
signing, so come and get your own personal signed copy tomorrow and hear about how it came to fruition.
And you do this a lot in the community. You speak. We said you're an artist as well. Like it's not,
Yes.
you're just most recently a cookbook author. You've been doing other things for years, enhancing the culture, spreading the message, if you will.
Absolutely. When I retired in 2007 from the VA, that I decided that I was going to just sort of dedicate myself to this Gullah culture, because when I started researching my ancestry and everything, this was something that I was very, very interested in. So I became an artist in resident with the South Carolina Arts Commission, and I started going to schools, talking to school children and telling them about this very rich culture that we don't know a lot about, because, you know, at one time it was sort of taboo.
Yeah.
And we were taught to not really embrace it. So now people are curious about it.
Yeah. Your grandmother would be so proud.
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you
very
for
much.
being here.
Thank
Go
you for
to the
having
website
me.
GullahRecipeBook.com for more information. Better yet, go see her tomorrow. It's Thursday at Middleton Place. Starts at 6:30. It's free. You can get a signed copy of the book. Are you going to have food?
No, No, we're not going to have food this time, but we will have food at Middleton Place in the future.
Nice. So just follow along for upcoming events.
Thank you so much for coming.
All right.
Thank
We've
you
got
for
more
having me.
Lowcountry Live right after this. Thank you.